Today I'm doing a live demonstration of Dana K. White's no mess decluttering method on my knitting tools. Let's get into the process. This is a beloved cantilever toolbox that I have had for years and years and years, and I've recently come back to the hobby of knitting, which is why I want to refresh my tools. There is definitely some decluttering that needs to happen, and this is a perfect demonstration because I know that I will need to pause this project at 11 o'clock in order to do a registration, and one can see how this truly is no mess. So step one, look for garbage. So I'm opening everything up, and this isn't garbage, but it doesn't belong. Take it there now. This needs to go down to my craft tools. That is spare yarn that I know that I want to be using. Engage, this lives in here. This goes with my needle storage. And I used these recently for a gauge swatch, so I know that these are 7s. Okay, I'm going downstairs to the craft supplies. I don't really see anything else that needs to go down there, but downstairs I know that I have my donation box, and I know that I don't need my counter or my needle protectors. So I'm gonna run downstairs quickly and put things away. Take it there now. While I was down there, remembered that my grandmother recently gave my daughter this little container, and I've been browsing the thrift stores looking for some kind of container to replace these, and I don't know if that is, oh, that'll fit. It's not my style, but it'll do. So stitch markers will live in here now, and stitch markers can go in there. Consolidating stitch markers, and I have safety pins. Okay, drop the stitch marker, that'll do. So what happens if I use this? This goes to the kitchen to be rinsed, washed, and be used elsewhere. So please let that fits. And this goes here. I put my little blocking pins. Can go in there. I'll keep browsing the thrift store for little containers for my stitch markers and my blocking pins, but that'll do for now. And this can move up here, that little tool, and the kitchen. Next, I like to keep a multicolor pen in here when I'm marking patterns. Scissors. Let's just take care of all these needles and put them where they live. We'll need a gauge. So ones are US 6. I want to be US 6 and 2, 3. Okay, and the US 3, 6, these are 6, 8, 7, 6. Okay, everything is back where it lives. I'll create a little, so I'm going to put them in the under level. Put in the under level. And these I'm going to donate. Okay, my scissors, awesome. Tapestry needles. This, we need to find out the size. 8 US 8. Okay, come around. I have my scissors, tapestry needles, multicolor pen, scrap yarn I'm keeping for a project I'm working on right now, stitch holders, cable needles, stitch markers, blocking pins, and my measuring tape. Is neat and tidy. Forgot my needle gauge. I'll just put that on top. Okay, nice and decluttered. Now this will probably have a little more processing required. Okay, look for garbage. This little octopus toy, donation. While I go down to donations, is there anything else I want to throw this away? Oh, here's a coat tip. I used to use pantyhose to keep the ball contained, but for years now I've been using water bottle containers. The yarn that I'm working on, it stays nice and clean. It weaves out here. I pull from the middle, center pull, and then I just rip out the specks on the yarn. These ones throw away. Recycling, garbage, garbage. They're interchangeable needle. 8. Garbage. Garbage, old pattern chart, letting that go. Recycling, discard everything accordingly. Garbage into garbage, recycling into recycling. Right back. I just want to explain that the reason I had a toilet paper roll in here is because I used to wind yarn on a toilet paper roll. Then when you pull the toilet paper roll out, then you have a little bit of ease. Okay, I have discarded the garbage. I returned things to their home. This is an old label. I'm gonna throw this away. These are all of my needles. I inherited a lot of needles from my grandmother. I'm very, very lucky. Oh, more garbage. Garbage and a ruler. Would it ever occur to me that this was even in here? No. Donated. And then I'm going to talk about this. These are old gauge swatches of projects that I have finished. I am admittedly sentimental about this. Where else could it live For memory lane, not with my tools. I have a knitting journal. That's where it'll go. This is the size of my collection of some of my gauge swatches, and this is the size of my knitting journal. I'm going to just tuck it in. I will rubber band it. That will live on my bookshelf. Okay. Oh, 11 o'clock booking confirmed. I have made progress with my knitting tools. I think that the 11 o'clock registration was such a perfect example of showing how little mess was remaining even when I had to step away from this decluttering project. So again, Dana K. White, no mess decluttering method. I love her method. I think it's very practical, realistic, doable. I actually created a decluttering flowchart, so if anyone is interested in downloading that freebie, I will have it linked in the description box below. I'm Romina. Thanks for sharing your time.